Howdy, everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to some more Wednesday fun. We've got card reviews today. We got a bunch of them to get through. But before we do that, we want to talk about a couple of things. Tonight, for you lucky winners of the Magic Show donated by Josh Norbido, I have the Zoom meeting number for you guys. I will be reaching out to you later on today to make sure you have access to that. That way we can jump on a little bit early. That way we guys can get settled before we get started. So that's the first thing. I think the meeting said 9:30 for the Zoom meeting. So if we try to be there like 9:15, something like that, I think that'll work out pretty good for us in where we're at. If you're in my time zone. If you're not in my time zone, well, then you're in a different time zone, and I think it's 11. I think for one of us, it's going to be like 6:30, 7 o'clock. So keep that in mind. So this is another package that we got. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, because we've been getting a lot of stuff from Michael P. lately. So I think this is the other package from Michael P. This was sent from Amazon. Let's take a look. This is... Oh, no, wait a second. Wait a second. This is a book. Then what's coming on... Okay, so this is a different topic here. I thought that this was something else. I'm not really even sure. So this is a book that I pre-ordered. It's a novella written by Daniel B. Green. If you're into fantasy stuff, he does a lot of fantasy news. He's one of the channels that I watch here on YouTube. Go check him out. So I have my book. I got my book. I was expecting it on May 6th, but Amazon did say that they were going to send it a little bit earlier than expected. So that's good. Now I have it. But now the thing that I thought I was going to have, I don't have. And I was confused because FedEx said that I have a package out for delivery today, and it's not this. So I have more stuff coming, or somebody does. Anyway, that's a book that I bought. So I thought it was something else. I was really excited. I'm excited for that too, but I was excited for the other thing that I was hoping to get today. So like I said, today we are going to open up all of these packs in one video. So it's going to be a little bit longer, but we'll try to keep it going for you guys. That's what we like to do here on the channel, is keep things interesting for you. And then we've got more cards to review from David. So we're going to do these last. We'll do them in the order that we took them out of the box the other day. So first up, we're going to start with the pink Rider Back playing cards. Now, keep in mind that all these cards are bicycle of different colors, so there really isn't a whole lot, I'm guessing, that's going to be different, except for the glider back. Now, the nice thing about having these different cards is... Oh no. I dropped something. Anyway, is if you guys like a certain color, then you can customize your style. But I'm just curious to see if there's anything different in here than what's normally in a bicycle deck. Obviously, as you can see, the deck has gone everywhere. So, what a mess. Let's go ahead and get this cleaned up. Just like so. I'm already seeing some unique stuff going on here, so I'm kind of excited. A double backer. Oh man, look at this. Pink with a red back. That's awesome. And then there's even a blank face card. Holy wowzers. We got our Joker. Wait a second. Okay, so it looks like we've got a nice full deck here. Feels pretty good for a bicycle deck. Not that bicycles feel bad, but it feels feels like it's, yeah, it feels like it's a different stock. Feels like it's the thin stock instead of the standard stock that they do for the bicycle. But it looks like there's only one Joker, but you do get 3 gaff cards. Oh, what? What? Boom, you've got your blank face, you've got your double backer, and then you've got your multicolored double backer. That is, in itself right there, the reason why I like that so much, because we talk about what you could use this deck for, is that means that you could partner this up with a red bicycle deck. Why not? You could also put this card in your red bicycle deck, and then turn your card into a pink deck, and then come over here and put a red card in here that something like that. So there's there's a lot more going on with this deck than I originally thought. I'm just surprised that there's only one Joker. I just want to make sure. I mean, all the faces are standard, so it's not like I'm hiding. They didn't change any of the faces to pink. They didn't change, nothing like that. And yeah, so there's only one Joker in this deck. But keep in mind that the stock feels a lot thinner. So here's what we figured out. Okay, and this is what Michael P. posted it, and I was talking about it a couple of weeks ago. So Bicycle has two stocks, or is it stock? I gotta get my terminology right. So they have a thick stock and a thin stock, but then they also have the crush stock, which can be applied to either the thick or the thin, and that is what determines whether you have what they use for the bees versus what they use for Bicycle. And Bicycle typically has the chunkier stock, and the reason why that is, I'm guessing, is so that they last longer, whereas the bees typically have a thinner stock. So this almost feels like a bee stock to me, just the way that it's aerated, if that makes sense. It flows a lot differently than the standard Bicycle. So I am blown away already by the pink deck. Now let's see what we got here for the green. And like I said, we're going to try to get through these a little bit faster. But considering that was not what I expected for the first deck, that's impressive. But we're going to go ahead and open 2 this time. Here we go. Yeah, you'll have to let me know what your favorite color is out of what we have here, and let me know if there's any other colors. So there's green one. I personally like pink. I'm a purple fan. Out of these ones, I think I'm gonna like the glider backs are separate in my opinion because they're a different design. And let me know what you guys think what this color is. To me, this is a turquoise, or definitely not like a blue. I mean, that's a type of blue, but it looks like, just by pulling this out, it looks like it's going to be similar to the pink one. Yep. So this actually partners with the pink one, double backer, standard ace, one Joker, and a blank face card. So this deck can partner with the pink deck, which is pretty cool. Everything else is, oh yeah, this is definitely the thin. Just look at that. Look how smooth that is right out of the box. That's what we're talking about right there. Fantastic. So I wonder what the green one is going to. I'm guessing at this point that all of these decks are going to contain a blank face card, one Joker, a double backer, and one card of a double backer with a different color. So let's take a look. Also pink. Green double backer, to the ace, one Joker, and the blank face card. What I really like about these is that there's no advertising cards, but these decks clearly are made for magicians. But, I keep saying but, keeping in mind that when you go to use a deck, like if you're going to open it up, these are cards that you typically are going to take out. A lot of magicians don't keep the double backer in the box because if you want to be able to do magic right out of the box, you're not going to have your gaff cards in there unless you're planning or prepared for a trick, which you can always do a deck switch for if you're going to do that. If you do a deck switch or if you do a load, then you're going to have a better time for sure. Now we're on to the gray. Now, like I said, these are probably going to be my favorites. And like I said, they do kind of look metallic. These gray ones look metallic. So let's have a closer look, shall we? And they are the standard rider back, so they are, these are just regular old bicycles, just with a different color. This one is proving a little bit more difficult. I'll have to open it the old-fashioned way. Opening cards is not within my skill set. That is not what I'm good at. There we go. Get all this stuff out of the way. Get this opened up. Let's take a close look at the box here. That's definitely metallic, like a gilded. Ooh, that's all good stuff. All good stuff. Love it. Okay. So I'm really curious with this one because it has a different type of color scheme. The metallic and stuff. The backs, I wonder. Ooh, so this is already different because it's got two jokers. Now here's what I love about it so far. The jokers are the same. Are they? Yes. Because normally what they'll do is they'll do one joker that has the color scheme. And the back is reflective. It's definitely metallic. They feel amazing. So let's see what we got in here. Any differences? Everything looks pretty standard for the faces. Well, holy holla. This is exciting. Michael P., you have sent us a treasure trove. Take a look at what we have here. We have the two jokers. Let's see if there's anything different about them first. Because sometimes they might have like a reveal or something identical as far as I can tell. But here's what we've got here. We've got a warp card. I call it the warp card, similar to the first Ramsey Queen and 4. The warp card, but half of it's blank, so it's a fade out card. So that's cool. This one, however, I'm gonna do a little trick with. Let's take a break here for a second before we get to the airplane, or the paper airplane, and let's go ahead and do a little bit of a magic trick for you here. So let's see if anything's different about the backs. Nope, there's no. Because sometimes you might be looking at the faces and you not realize that there's something wrong with the front. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and obviously we've got a setup for this trick. Let's go ahead and, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take, separate it into two piles, and we are going to take the top two cards, which looks like the 10 of spades and the 6 of diamonds. So go ahead and take these here. And then we are going to, we're gonna create a little bit of a, see if we can find your card type of moment. We're gonna open the deck up halfway, put them in there like so, and let's see what we can get here. So now, what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to get your cards to go to the bottom. See if we can get your cards to go to the bottom. Here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3. Must be broken. Let's take a look here. We've only got one card, so out of the 2 cards that we had, which was the 10 of spades and the 6 of diamonds, let's see which one we ended up that fell through the deck. It is both of them. Boom. Gotcha. Okay. So that is the last gaff card, which is a double print. So there's the 10 of spades with the 6 of diamonds on top. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely love it. Could I have done a little bit of a better presentation? Maybe. But that hits. I think to me that feels pretty good. Like just the little bit that I did there, obviously if there wasn't a setup and you prepared that trick, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Whatever I'm trying to say with the words coming out of my mouth. So Michael P, out of these 4 decks, these ones are all, they all have the double backers, they have the blank face cards, they have the mix match double backers that partner up with the pink deck, so that's really cool. And then we have the gray deck, the metallic gray deck. This, I'm in love with. Let's just put it that way. The gaff cards that come in there, the faded queen, the double printed card, and the 2 jokers that are already matching. You don't have to buy another deck to then match it up. Boom. Absolutely fantastic. Now, let's take a look at the brand new, these are from 2020, the glider back playing cards. I've only seen a handful of people have them on YouTube, and we're going to go ahead and open them up. And I just want to talk really briefly about some of the stuff that we're expecting pretty soon. Is as we get closer to the end of April, I should be expecting the Luxury Knocks from Alex Pandrea and Riffle Shuffle, which probably going to be similar to something like that, but they're going to be my first knock deck. David and I have been discussing buying some knocks because we haven't really got into buying any, and we're kind of like missing the boat. But that's going to be part of our series that we're going to talk about going into May, which is going to be, oh man, and we just got a whole nother stockpile, thank you Michael P once again, of some really beautiful cards. Here, why don't we actually do a full-on review of this one, since it is slightly different. Okay, so just looking at the box real quick here, you do have that little bit of a circle with the paper airplane, and I'll let you just kind of digest that for a second there. Air cushion finish on the side, United States playing card on the other side, and then on the back, as I've pointed out, that actually kind of reminds me of the Tally-Ho fan back. So that's really cool. Tally-Hos are nice. Number 161. Someday we will learn what all these numbers mean. Maybe. 2020, the United States Playing Card Company, all rights reserved, designed by Gabriel Kostash. I apologize. And obviously all the regular Kentucky stuff. Penguin Magic, though. Penguin Magic. Okay. Take a look at that stamp. So that seal on there looks just like a stamp with the paper airplane. Open it up, nice and fine. Bicycle logo. And the deck comes out. So I'm really curious, like, what do we got going on with this? So the back of the box is the back of the design. We've got a really nice blue color. The stock feels really nice and loose. These all kind of feel like the B stock, really, like just a very nice, light, aerated stock. That's what I'm calling it now. When you take it out of the box and you have that just out of the box where you can play with it, that's kind of like an aerated. That's a thinner stock that is going to be broken in. But here's what you got to keep in mind with this. And I absolutely love the first playing cards, the V4s. But here's what I've noticed, and the same thing happened to Jason. We love them so much that we constantly just play with them, but I think what happens is that oil from our hands eventually does start to break down the card. Well, not break down, but, you know, get onto the cards, and then they get a little clumpy after a little while. So I think that's what we've come to expect from that type of stock. Now, let's take a look at the faces, because they are slightly different here. We do have the jokers that are different. One's red, one's black. Now look at the redesign on these. Nice, beautiful ace. The spades are all different. The pips, anyway, are redesigned. Let's see here. What do we got here? It's a jack, queen, let's see, is that, yeah. So they have like kind of a simplistic like paper airplane design. You know, they have this like folded paper. Ooh, there's power pip on there too. I love it when the power pips. Keep that in mind. I love when the aces all have power pips. When there's just one, you know, or it's different than the spade. You know, I like that too. Put a little bit of flair into the deck. You know, change it up a little bit. So the jokers, it's interesting because they've reimagined the design of the jokers and the court cards, and now the jokers kind of look similar to the court cards, besides obviously the saying joker. Other than that, you could probably, ooh, look at that, nice. All the hearts, good stuff. You know, you can get the jokers right into the deck and it'll blend right in. So that's nice. Okay, now here's the fun part. What kind of extra cards did we get? I'm going to look at these first. This is your ace of hearts right there, just so you got that look there. And then we've got, you knew it, a double backer, absolutely fantastic, and a blank face card. Boom. That's exciting. So this deck in general, just looking at the fan work, so let's go ahead and we'll do a fan for you. There you go. And because we learned this move through Michael P, we're going to show you, we're going to do the double fan. With the glider backs. Good stuff. They feel great. All these cards feel amazing. They're definitely not, they don't feel like the standard bicycle stock that you get. They feel like the thinner stock. They feel like a really nice out-of-the-box type of stock. They all came with gaff cards, which is absolutely fantastic. You know they're made for Magic at that point. My personal favorite was the silver one for the bicycles, for the colors. They're down there now. Slipped right out of my hand. Good stuff. So these are absolutely fantastic. The redesign on all the stuff going on there. So thank you again, Michael P, for sending us this great stuff. We've got more stuff on the way from Michael P. And then I hope to see you guys, the winners of the Magic Show. I hope to see you soon there. We're going to have a lot of great stuff coming your way. We're going to have more deck reviews. We're going to have more Magic on Friday. And we've got a special project because we're working on our playing cards, which are the sign-off deck. We have the coin version and the geometry version. But on Friday, we're going to be releasing, because we're working on the faces of the cards, we're going to be releasing our gimmick, our gaff, one of our special inclusions in the deck. We have to build it, and so on Friday you'll be coming along for the journey on how to build that, and then that way you guys can do it too, because everything that we do here on the channel we share with you. So thank you guys for being a part of this amazing journey, and remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome, and we'll see you in the next one.